Hello everyone, happy weekend, and what you are looking at is my first ever lower that I've built. This is part 2 of what I call my junkyard build, or my spare parts gun. Quick story, one of my trainers, Scott Grasso of Onsite, came to, usually comes to rifle class with his AR15. He had a very funny looking AR15. Stainless steel barrel, different colored furniture. I'm like, Scott, what kind of gun is that? He called it his spare parts gun. He had so many spare parts that he was able to make a another AR15 from them. And as I'm looking, I'm like, is that thing even going to work? But I tell you, that spare parts gun of his worked real well. I mean, he had a flat dark earth stock here, black grip here. I think there was an OD green handguard, stainless steel barrel. I mean, it just looked awkward, but hey, you know, it worked. So, you know, I had so many spare parts from over the years, whether it was spare parts were given to me or I had them laying around because I upgraded my other 2 ARs. So I decided, you know what? I was trying to clean up this gun room here, which is not really easy. I cram a lot into this. And I said, let me see how many spare AR parts I have. And I had way more than I ever thought. So, if you saw my previous video, I built my first upper basically from all the spare parts I had. I had to go buy a barrel, but I bought an FN barrel, military spec for $90 on a Black Friday deal. And I built an upper from that, and this, I had plenty of spare parts laying around. I mean, this grip is from my old Stag Arms. This stock is from my old Stag Arms. This is also from another AR15 I had to pass up to Rock River. I upgraded. I have a friend who's a big time competition guy and a trigger snob, so he's given me like 3-4 mil-spec triggers over the years, and just plenty of spare parts, whether either they're given to me or I went to a military surplus store. I bought them online for dirt cheap, and voila, here it is. Total cost $125. Now the only thing I really had to buy here was the receiver, which I bought up from Palmetto State. They had a blockbuster deal, $50 in free shipping. I needed a buffer. I had the buffer spring, but no buffer, so I bought that. And there might have been a few smaller parts I needed to get. I think I had to buy a magazine release, but $125 I spent to put this AR lower together. So it's a mishmash of a Palmetto receiver, spare parts from my Stag Arms, some from my Colt. The trigger guard also came from my Stag Arms. I went to an upgraded extended trigger guard. So this is the result of that. A bunch of spare parts. I just had to go and buy a receiver, and for $125 I got myself an AR lower, which will complete part 2 of my first AR build, which I'm calling my junkyard build. It's not the true junkyard build my trainer Scott Grasso had. You had to go buy a few parts, but I figured, why not make use of the spare parts? They're just laying around, and they're sitting in my drawer here. I got stuff over there in my little cabinet. I got stuff in those drawers. I had stuff in this box up here. So I figured, why have them laying around, collect dust? I'll put together an AR15, and even then I still got parts left over still. I mean, here we go. Yeah, I got another charging handle from my old from my Colt. I got another grip from I had from a Rock River I had years ago. And I have a MOE mag pull stock from my Colt 6920. So there's still some parts around, not nearly as many as there once was, but this is the result here. $125 for a lower. I had the choice of two stocks. Like I say, I still got the Magpul MOE lower, or I had this Black Hawk one here, and I decided, well, still wasn't sure if I made the right decision, but I can always switch. They're both adjustable. There's a little play in this one, but there's also play in my Magpul MOE. It's not like the updated one. And the only difference why I took this one is this right here, this quick detach right here. If I can get off. That's pretty much it. I like when the quick detaches. That's why I kept it there. Put it there. Put it on. So that is my AR lower. $125 altogether, and if you go buy a lower today in a store or something like this, I think it's about, I'm gonna say at least $250 if you go to a gun store. My local gun store is selling a CMMG low parts kit for $275, not including tax. So with the free shipping, I saved myself at least $175. So tell me what you think. What's your experience for building your own lower? How many spare parts you keep lying around? How many do you have that you even know about? Let me know. Alright, everyone. Train, practice, train, protect your loved ones. If you don't do it, no one else will do it for you. Happy weekend, and we'll see you next video.